Hi guys, my name's Matt. I'm here today with a special edition of Smoke News Roundup. Now, we all know over the past 2 weeks, the biggest event was the Freshers. I hope you guys had fun, I sure did. But for those of you that missed out on all the fun, here's a quick recap of all the antics that happened. Be sure to be on the lookout for the Milky Bar Kid. He's not wearing a hat, but he looks a lot like me.
Look right there, look, it's Smoke TV. Say hello everybody, hi!
Name as many societies as you can in 15 seconds.
Okay, ISOC, Hindu SOC, Afghan society, business society.
Everyone, how low can you go?
Marketing society, gaming society, anime society.
Could you show me how low you could not go?
No.
Your friend show me how low she can go.
I'm going. Woo! I'm peddling. I'm making him a shake, a smoothie. Look at that. Woo!
Oh my goodness.
And I have a question now. Have you heard about our university's space society?
No.
Do you know that we actually train people to send them into space?
Michael, really?
Dance society, salsa society, education society.
Well, I'll go tell you what we do, right? This basically, every Sunday, we go down to the park and we take some bread and we feed the ducks. Is this something you... No, not the Doctor Society, no, the Duck Society.
Oh, I think she spotted us. Oh no. Away with us, away, away.
If you want to join rugby, don't forget you have to be able to do push-ups. Go on, go on.
I thought these were just for medical use. Do you comfort yourself with them at night?
And we've got people with chicken masks on their head, attempting to do some kind of street version of the chicken. Now, how many people have actually tried to catch them all and actually tried to catch you today?
People have thrown Pokeballs at me today. I've actually lost count.
We're going to skip now, we're going to skip. Are you ready to skip? I'm ready to skip. And 1 and 2 and skip. Bye-bye.
So from one fresh thing to another, today we're joined by the newest member of your sabbatical team, Vice President of Cavendish, Usman. Usman, how are you doing? Stop waving.
Very well.
Great. Okay, so I've got questions for you. Question 1, what did you eat for breakfast?
Had water.
Water, hydrated, lovely. How have your first couple of months been going?
Yeah, they've been really enjoyable. Had a good laugh with it as well. Freshers and meeting all the new students has been really amazing.
Great, sounds good. How are you finding the transition from student to student officer?
Yeah, it's kind of a natural transition. I've kind of been involved in the Students' Union on and off on like different jobs and course rep, that sort of thing. So I had a good understanding from taking on the role as well, but there's a lot that I have learnt as well in my short time.
It's good to hear. Can you tell us one grand plan that you've got going for this year?
Inspire the students at Cavendish to become more employable.
Great, okay. Last question I've got for you. You've got 21 seconds, I want to wrap, go.
Okay. So when I go in, leaving them jokers behind, I haven't got time, lies, I don't have time for that. I wake up with positivity in my mindset. I'm not surrounded by jokers. I'm wise and I'm older. Oh, slam! SBTV, F64. Jamal, hit me up.
Okay, moving on. NUS have recently published a report on university lad culture and sexism. Now, if you're not aware of what the term lad culture means, it has recently become a commonly used term to describe a range of behaviours and attitudes, including verbal harassment, unwanted sexual advances, and a whole lot more. Interestingly enough, though, the results of the report do not state which behaviours and attitudes are related to lad culture and which ones are related to sexism. Seems to me like NUS are starting to blur the lines between the two. We went and spoke to a few students to see if they thought there was a difference between the two. Jazz, do you know what sexism is?
Yes, I do.
And do you know what lad culture is?
Yes.
Okay, so lad culture is, in a nutshell, it's when you're having a good time, I guess. So doing stuff with your mates that makes you enjoy yourself.
I'm not quite familiar with that. If you wouldn't mind explaining to me that, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, so lad culture is an aloof and often misogynistic stem of society whereby men typically will go out on, say, a night out and try and score with as many women as they possibly can.
Okay.
That's just one activity. but it often stems through behaviour and attitude to any aspect of life. So from that description, could you tell me the difference between, if there are any, lad culture and sexism?
Well, from what you just told me, it seems like it goes along the lines of what like a double standard is. I mean, I think men are almost encouraged to go out, and you know, I've had several male friends that have told me about their nights out and how many girls they've scored with, so to speak, and things of that nature.
No, they're the same thing. Lad culture comes under sexism, so it's a form of sexism. They aren't different, they're the same thing.
At the time, I don't think they actually know what's going on. Like, they don't think it's sexism. Sexism is just them trying to get a number. But stuff like that is when you are on the borderline of doing issues like that.
The minute a girl talks about how many guys that she interacted with or how many guys she engaged with, she's, you know, perceived with such a negative connotation and is called such awful names and the stereotypes associated with that. So there's this odd double standard that exists that maybe is an overlap between those two that surfaces during sexism, where women are perceived as, you know, being sexual beings as sluts or promiscuous or things of that nature, whereas guys are almost rewarded for the same behavior.
Some of the key findings from the report are as follows. In the survey of over 2,000 men and women students, almost 1/3 of the respondents said that they endured unwanted sexual comments about their body. 12% of men, 37% of women. 75% of students are aware of online communities such as UniLad and Lad Bible, with almost 2/3 of women students, 63%, agreeing that these contributed to an unfair representation of women. Over half of survey respondents believe that these women students are more vulnerable than men. In other news, the Labour Party has played their first hand in trying to win votes at next year's general election. And guess which group in society they're targeting now? That's right, us, the students. They want you, they want me, they want all of us. Okay, so here's the rundown. Labour Party has started talks about unveiling a pledge to lower student fees to £6,000. A Labour Party conference took place in Manchester last week, but the party have dropped plans to announce the policy officially. Tony Pearce, the NUS president, has given a speech at the conference encouraging reviews of the higher education funding. Pearce admitted that she is tired of coming back every year and having to speak about the loan books all over again. Pearce had made strong negative statements about the current tuition fee system, claiming that this market has failed not just the students but the financial stability of the whole sector. In related news, an official free education demo is taking place in London on the 19th of November. If that sounds like something you'd like to participate in, get your placards out, get your felt tips ready, and get ready to show some support. Now for this week's special freebie. The Royal Television Society is organising free masterclass sessions at the BFI in South Bank on the 27th of October. The masterclass cover drama, factual and comedy, and the event will see the big wigs of the industry coming to give first-hand advice on their respective fields. For more information on how to book tickets and on the schedule of events can be found on this link. Lastly, Smoke TV is looking for new presenters for a whole range of shows coming this semester. If you think you're better than I am or want to replace me, drop them an email. Goodbye!